Dear students, till now we have drawn our PCB and we have also seen what are copper fill zones, and we have also seen their settings, like we choose this copper layer, copper fill zone, and we have checked this electrical properties. We have discussed in the previous video about its properties, and we have also added a gap between the edge cut layer and the copper fill zone using board setup. In constraint, we have added 1 millimeter copper to edge clearance. Now we are just going to correct or rearrange our reference designator. So first of all, let's look in the 3D viewer how our PCB look. In the 3D view, you can see that we have designator with this regulator, with resistor, diode, but we cannot see any designator with this capacitor. The remaining components have designator with them, but with this connector and with this connector we do not have any reference designator on the front side. Let's see on the back side. On the back, the connector designator are on the back sides, so we have to move the reference designator on the front side of the PCB, and we have to also display the reference designator for this capacitor on our PCB. So let's see how we do this. First of all, this is the reference designator C101 of this capacitor. Click on this, hit M and move this a little bit down and control save. Let's check if we have reference designator on the PCB. Still it's not visible, so let's click on it on the C101 reference designator and hit E. This is okay. Let's close this. Click on this symbol, hit E, and you can see over here that this is unchecked. So check this box so that this will appear on the PCB. Uncheck this. We do not need this to be shown on the PCB. Hit OK, hit control save, and let's check in the 3D viewer if it worked. So this is our reference designator C101, and now it appeared on the PCB. Let's move this C101 a little down. Now the reference designators of J101, it's on the bottom side. We have to move it in the front side. Hit E and let's see, it is on the layer B silk layer, which means it is on the bottom silk screen. Silk screen is actually the layer or screen where we have written all the text or the reference designators are written. So as we want from this J101 to appear on the front silk screen, we change its layer from the bottom silk screen to front silk screen and hit OK. Now you can see this, that it's on the front silk screen. Let's control save, hit Alt 3 and check this, that it has moved from bottom to the top silk screen or the front silk screen. So let's see, it is now not in the right direction. So let's hit E and see if we can change its direction. And now this is R was checked. Now if I uncheck it, hit OK, and now you can see that it's in the right direction. We can easily see it that its direction is now OK as when it's on the front side. So let's see in the 3D viewer, hit Alt 3. Now you can see that J101 is on you can easily read from the front side J101. It's not reversed now. Now let's change the J103. Click on J103, hit E, and change the back silk screen to front silk screen, and also remove the reverse view of J103. Uncheck this R and hit OK. Now this is J103 on the front silk screen. Let's move it over here. I just want to rotate it. This is better one. Over here similarly I can also select this J103, J101, hit R and move it little over here. Control save, hit Alt 3, and now you can see that we have reference designator J101 over here, J103, D102, R102, C103. All the components, all the parts have their reference designator shown on the front side of the PCB. So let's switch on the display mode of the components. So you can see there are all the components with the reference designator. Now we want to add some logo over here, and we want to write some text over here. In order to do that, let's go to this add footprint, and in the add footprint you can search over here logo. So there are bunch of logos that are given. This is the CE logo. You can also use EST logos, FCC logos, and KiCad logo. You can scroll down to see bunch of other logos. For our current project, let's use KiCad logo. There are two types of logo: KiCad logo on the copper, made out of copper, or KiCad logo made on silk screen. As I have told you, when you want to draw any track, then we use copper layers, and when we want to write some text, so that like all the designators are written on the silk screen layer. So let's first of all, let me show you about KiCad logo when we make it on the copper. So I clicked over it, hit OK, and let's rotate it so that I can place it over here. So I have placed it over here, and hit B and Control save, Alt 3. Now you can see that this KiCad, this text KiCad written is made out of the copper tracks, or made in the copper layer. But if I place KiCad logo of silk screen, and let's compare it, both of them, and I placed over here and hit B, Control save, Alt 3 to view the 3D viewer. Now you can see the difference, that this KiCad logo, which was made out of copper, is on the copper layer, while this KiCad logo, which is in white color, is on the silk screen. So I do not want to use this KiCad logo on the copper. I select it, delete it, hit B to re-pour or refill the copper zone, and I want to use this KiCad logo on the silk screen. So I hit M and move over here so that I can write some text on front of it. Hit save. In order to write any text on the silk screen, like these reference designators are written on the PCB, in order to write this text, first of all you have to, on the front side, if you want to write, then you have to choose front silk screen. If you want to write on bottom of the PCB, then you have to choose bottom silk screen. So I want to write on front side of the silk screen and want to write some text. Then I am going to use add a text item. Click over here, and now I can write here my text so that I can place it on my PCB. So let's name it as voltage converter for breadboard. Voltage converter for breadboard. You can also change the layers where you want to write this text. You can check other bunch of settings for writing this text. I hit OK, and this is the text which I have to write over. If I rotate, it's too big, so let's just place it over here. Click over here on the text and hit E. After you hit E, you can make this on one line, far on one line, breadboard on the third line, so that it can appear or it can fit into our PCB. Hit OK, click over here and hit M to move into PCB. I think this text should be center aligned. This will look more beautiful rather than in this way on the left line. So just click over here and hit OK. Now you see that our text is now center aligned. Hit M and move over here and hit Control Save to save the PCB. Now one thing we want to add over here is we can write, instead of writing J101 or just leave J101 over here, we can write over here plus 5 volt and over here plus 3.3 volts. Similarly, go to front silk screen, hit on text and write plus 5 volt. Hit OK and place it over here and hit again. We have text tool selected. Click over here and add another text 3.3 volt. Hit OK and let's place it over here. Let's move this J103 a little down and move this little up and move this D102 little left side. Hit Control Save and let's see in our 3D view how our PCB looks. So this is our, let's hide these components. This is our plus 5 volt designator with the designator. This is KiCad logo with voltage converter for breadboard. Then J103 plus 3.3 volt and D102. So our PCB is complete. Now you can send it to the manufacturer for producing for manufacturing this PCB. I will also attach the files of this PCB with the video, but this is not complete. In the next video we will see how to create Gerber files for sending it to the manufacturer. So keep on moving with us. We will be learning a lot of more things in the coming videos.